Live and direct, live and direct. It's your boy, always real, never fake. Alex Rawtalk is in the building. Guys, I just wanted to clarify something. I'm laying down. I couldn't do the live stream sitting down because my head is killing me. So I decided to do a mobile live stream. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing them horizontal. I'm using the Moto G 2026. I'm sorry, 2025, guys. I'm sorry. I got all excited and said 2026 when I'm really talking about 2025, baby. What's up, OG Tech? What's good, bro? What is good? Yeah, bro. We are live and direct. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. It really helps out, man. It helps out the channel immensely by you guys hitting that like button. Um, what's up? What's up, TJ? But I just wanted to clarify something from yesterday's live stream. By you paying $5, you're gonna get $200 off your next phone. Not actually 400. It's actually 200. And I don't know if it's after 1 year or I gotta wait for the thing to launch, right, so I could give you guys correct information. I just want to clarify that um, you know, I guess I heard wrong. It's actually 200 you're gonna get of a discount. I guess after 12 months, but I gotta wait for the cricket program to roll out to get the nitty gritty on it. Like I said, the nitty gritty on it. I gotta wait for it to fully launch. But Cricket is coming out with more uh discounts on phones. I'm just not allowed to disclose that information because, like I said, I'm not like that. Especially when it's somebody from corporate telling me information. I'm gonna keep that to myself. You get what I'm saying? So there's good things coming this year to Cricket. That's basically what I'm gonna say. This summer is gonna be a big hit for Cricket. This year is definitely Cricket's year to progress and grow more as a company. To be completely honest, it is definitely a progression. And I want to say this. I want to make this abundantly clear. The what is it called? Jesus Christ. The select plan from Cricket, right? The one that's $35 with auto pay. That plan is subject to prioritization anytime the network is busy. Okay? Or if there's a tower down in your area, then you're gonna get like 20 megs down. If you were getting 300, you're gonna get 20. The smart plan, which the smart unlimited, which is $45 a month, that's also gets the proud at any time. I'm basically getting to talk to corporate because of somebody I know. And Cricket Corporate asked me if I was interested in opening a store, to be completely honest with you guys. So I'm trying to convince Cricket Corporate to add premium data to those two plans. I'm being serious with you guys. I'm trying to get them to add premium data to the what is it called? The select plan and the smart unlimited, because those two plans are the same. The only difference is that one gives you 15 gigs of hotspot and the other one doesn't. But they both get deproud in speed in times of congestion. Is it still truly unlimited? Yes. Is it still better than Boost's 2G speeds at 512 kilobytes? Yes. Yes, 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 and yes. But are those plans better than the one pay? No. Is it better than Karna? No. Because these one pay and Karna are network sliced. They're giving an amount of speed, like 300 guaranteed, 300 megs guaranteed, 350, 400, whatever it is guaranteed. So that's guaranteed. You can't compare something that's guaranteed even if the network is busy compared to something that can be slowed down if the network is busy. What about US Mobile? Is it better than the US Mobile? I would say no, because US Mobile doesn't drop you to the speeds. Like Sneed didn't get dropped down to the speeds that I got dropped down to last year and on the select plan. He didn't get dropped down to 20 megs per second. He got dropped down to like 150, 200. Like basically what I got dropped down to on Red Pocket. And guys, don't forget to smash that like button. I'm serious. It really helps out the channel. Really does. That's why it's important to like the live stream. Um, so I would say even US Mobile Dark Star plan, to be completely honest, is slightly better than the Select and the Smart plan, the Unlimited Smart. And I already explained the reasons. The reasons are because in times of congestion, your speeds are going to be decreased to like 20 megs, 25 megs, 30. But that's not bad. Some people don't really need 4 or 500 megs down. You get what I'm saying? Some people are satisfied with 30, 25, 5 up, 6 up, 10 up, you know what I'm saying? Most people are satisfied with those type of speeds because with those type of speeds you can still watch 1080p, 720p. You can still watch YouTube. You can still watch Netflix. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you can't watch with 20 megs down is Hulu and Amazon Prime and HBO Max. Because Amazon Prime, Hulu, and HBO Max is all 4K. There's no way to take 4K away from HBO Max or tone it down. You know what I'm saying? With Netflix, you could switch it to 1080p and all that. You know what I'm saying? On the Netflix settings. Or matter of fact, it'll automatically do it itself. You know what I'm saying? But with with Amazon Prime and Hulu and HBO Max, there's no way to go into the settings and like change that. So basically, when you get slowed down to 20 megs, you need 24 megs and higher to play 4K content. It's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work. But the phones that they're giving you on these plans are better than what you get from US Mobile. With US Mobile, you're gonna get a phone. Yeah, of course, you're gonna get a phone, but you're gonna have to pay full price for that phone. So you're not getting any type of discounts. You get what I'm saying? You're not getting no incentives. The only incentive that you're gonna get from US Mobile is porting in your number, and after you know, porting in your number and getting a 12 months discount, which I think that discount's already over too. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting no big incentive to stay with US Mobile. You know what I'm saying? With Cricket, you're getting a $300 phone for $10, like the Moto G Power, the Moto G Power, yeah, Moto G Power. Or the Power G. Yeah, no, it's called the Moto G Power 2026. That phone is freaking amazing. That phone is IP68 and IP69. That's water resistant. That's on high end phones. That's the type of water resistant that's on a freaking 17 Pro. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of water resistant that's on the S25 Ultra, and it's gonna be on the S26 lineup. So you know what I'm saying? That's the type of water resistant that's on top of the line phones. So I like what Moto's doing. You know what I'm saying? I love the way the I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the I'm gonna get an extra I love visible, but I don't need two visible lines. So I will be porting in my visible, even though I'm getting a discount on there for the next 2 years of $26 a month for the $35 plan for the Visible Plus plan. I'm gonna port that line over to Cricket and get the Moto G Power for $10. I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like the Moto G Power is just that good of a phone. What's up, Bobby? What's up? You know what I'm saying? And Bobby, don't forget to smash that like button, bro. You're one of my mods. You're my YouTube mod, bro. So Cricket does have, truly unlimited data across the board. But it's just the $35 plan with auto pay and the $45 plan with auto pay slows you down in times of congestion. But that plan has always been like that. Them plans have always been like that. Like the 50, it used to be $55 before, right? Last year before they came out with these new plans, it was $55 and 50 with auto pay, and you didn't have no hotspot, and it was still the same terms. You still would get slowed down in times of congestion. So they dropped down the price by $5 and they gave you more value because they're giving you 100 gigs of storage, which that didn't exist last year before they came out with these plans last year. The $55 plan did not have 100 gigs of cloud storage, did not have hotspot. Now it has hotspot. So they have improved, man. To be honest, these plans are better than the new AT&T plans that Sneed reported on yesterday. Remember I showed them to you guys on the live stream yesterday that I showed you guys the new AT&T plans. The new well, now they changed the name. It's not the AT&T Max Plus, it's called something else. Shout out to Sneed. He made the video on it. So and Cricket and freaking US Mobile are a better option than AT&T prepaid. AT&T prepaid to me is still, like I said, dumpster fire trash. Um, I personally don't like it. I tested it out back in 2023. You guys will see the videos. They're here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Cricket is still a great viable option. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, Cricket is a great carrier. You know what I'm saying? Like they're close. They're up there with postpaid. The only thing I didn't like is Brad Pay. Like Brad Pay is straight dumpster fire garbage. They don't hardly approve nobody. It's hard to get bread pay because corny, crappy community bank. Community bank sucks bad. I mean, community bank is so bad that Los has the card with community bank, and my cousin paid off the card, right? The Los card, and he had 8 grand on it. And after paying it off, he bought something last year for Christmas, and he was telling me, and they dropped him from freaking 8,000 all the way to $600. Why would you do that? If the person paid off the card and bought spent 400 out of 8,000 and is still using the card, why would you drop them all the way down to $500? Well, to $600. And it dropped my cousin's fight score because it was considered high utilization. Because when you're using 400, right, out of 600, that's high utilization. That makes your credit score drop. So, my FICO score's been going up because, like I told you guys, I've been paying down my cards, like my Bank of America, my U.S. Bank, my Merrick Bank, my Amazon credit card. I've been just paying down on credit cards, so my FICO score is going up, up, up. I'm halfway to 600, so I'm happy. My credit card is about to be. Soon as I hit that 600, it's gonna be in a good standing. You know what I'm saying? So credit is very important, guys. It really is. Credit is really, really important. So that being said, community bank is trash. That's why I think that Cricket made the worst decision ever. You know what I'm saying? Cricket made the worst decision ever for signing up with Brad Pay. And I tell that to corporate, but this is above their pay grade. You know what I'm saying? You could be part of corporate, but you still got to answer to somebody even higher than you. You know what I'm saying? And this is above their pay grade. You know what I'm saying? Like this was something that the CEO decided to do this bread pay thing with Community Bank, which I think if they would have chose Synchrony Bank, it would have been a better option. If they would have done bread pay with like a firm, I think it would have been a better option. There's better options out there than Community Bank. Community Bank is like one of the worst banks in history. They suck. They suck. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, guys. So you can't really be do too much, but about that. But like I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry about yesterday. It's actually $200 that you're gonna get for paying $5 a month. It's gonna be called Level Up. It's gonna be called Cricket Level Up, and it's a feature that you can add for $5 onto your bill, and you'll get $200 after I think 12 months of service to upgrade to a new phone. Okay. So I think the level up feature is going to be nice. I would love to see the boost feature. I mean the turbo. That's what it's called, the turbo feature. I would love to see the turbo feature on Cricket. To be honest, it would be nice to see that feature on Cricket. You know, what I'm saying the turbo feature. It would be really really nice to see that turbo feature on Cricket. That would definitely be a nice feature. You know what I'm saying? So you know, like I said, Cricket is definitely a viable option. Definitely a viable option. I mean, I don't know. I get confused sometimes, guys. Like, why do so many people come to my live stream? I mean, it says Raw Talk, Mobile and Tech, Cricket Wireless. They know I'm gonna talk about Cricket, and talk about mobile, and then they just leave. I mean, I guess they rather watch somebody sleeping or rather watch somebody doing anything else than doing something that's gonna benefit that person. Like I just don't understand that. I don't understand the human brain. I wish I did. I wish I understood why certain people rather watch stupid shit than to watch things that are really gonna help them in the long run make a financial decision with a credit card or with a cell phone company. You know what I'm saying? Like to me that's more important. Learning how to build my credit, learning what's cheaper to help me financially if I'm struggling right now than to hear somebody saying some dumb stuff or asking for super chats or gives, to do dumb stuff. Like that's just beyond me. But I guess, that's what the average person likes to watch. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. You know what I'm saying? This art form of tech is falling apart like the dinosaurs. I'm serious. We're still doing it. I still do it because I love it, guys. Seriously. Because if I didn't love doing this, I wouldn't even be doing live streams. I would just stop making videos. To be completely honest, I would because it's just frustrating. You know what I'm saying? To see over 700 likes on a video of somebody snoring on YouTube. 700 likes on a video of somebody snoring, and then you see like 500 people watching that video. But yet me talking about cricket, talking about cricket phones and like yesterday, breaking it down. It's just crazy. At one point, I had 40 people watching and then they left, and none of them 40 people liked the live stream either. None of them. The replay crew and the people that mess with me really was the ones who liked the live stream, but none of the 40 people that weren't here liked anything. Like it's just I don't know, guys. It's like I say, it's frustrating. For the most part, it's frustrating. You know what I'm saying? Because how are you supposed to get happy? Like, yay, I got 40 people watching, but let's see how long they're gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? Like, just doesn't make any sense. But back to what I was talking about, guys. Cricket is definitely a great option if you're tired of AT&T, if you're tired of paying high bills with AT&T. You could even port your number from AT&T to Cricket and get a free phone. I'm dead serious. This came straight from corporate today, and I was like, "Yo, you serious, bro?" Yeah, man. You could leave. There was a lady from Pakistan that ported her number over from AT&T to Cricket and got the iPhone 13 for free. And it was a porting from AT&T. Okay? And AT&T owns Cricket. But AT&T doesn't want to lose you as a customer. I think that's the smartest thing. AT&T does something good there, right? I think T-Mobile should do the same thing. If people like this lady already had her phone paid off with AT&T, right? Her 36 months agreement ended last year in December, okay? Um and she ported her number over to Cricket and got a free iPhone 13 and got the Supreme plan. So, I think everybody should take a page out of AT&T's book, T-Mobile. If the person ports over to the Metro, because they don't want to be with T-Mobile no more because the bill just got too expensive. They paid everything off. Let them port over their number to Metro. You keep them as a customer on the Metro side and let them get the latest phone at a discount or even a phone for free by porting in their T-Mobile number. So I think AT&T is doing something uncarrier like. That is definitely uncarrier like. I don't care what nobody says. That is uncarrier like. This is the first uncarrier move that AT&T has done. I'm dead serious. To let you port your number over to Cricket and give you the Cricket discount, even though you're an AT&T X customer, I think this is uncarrier. We all know the uncarrier died with John Ledger. I like calling him John Legend, even though that's a singer, John Legend, because he changed the game, man. I was watching a video of when John Ledger, T-Mobile was about to file for bankruptcy back in 2014 or 2012, and he came in and he interrupted. He said the pain point for customers is the long contracts with these phones. Let's get rid of contracts. Let's give them unlimited internet. A lot of people fail to understand that if it wasn't for John Ledger, there wouldn't be no unlimited internet. There wouldn't be no unlimited talk. You know what I'm saying? Like the guy changed the game forever. He changed the game forever. Forever. You know what it is to get a plan that's $25 from Metro that's truly unlimited high speed data? You know what I'm saying? Like the one that I got. Well, it still says after 35 gigs, I might notice reduced speeds, but I don't see reduced speeds. You guys remember I did speed test after using like 400, like 500 gigs last year in November, and I was still getting a gig. Like with Cricket right now, I have used, I think I'm at 500 gigs. Let me see. Where's my 15 Pro? Where's my 15? This is my 17 Pro. 15 Pro is over here. Let's see. Let me see how many gigs I have used with Cricket so far. I know I'm close to like 400 and something. On the app, it's not going to show that. Like I showed you guys yesterday on the live stream, it's not going to show that. But on the phone itself, it shows that I have used an immense amount of data. You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting Cricket through the ringer so you guys can tell that I'm not selling you lies. That's the whole point of this, guys. That I'm not selling you lies. Okay? So I'm going to turn on the camera. And of course, this is the Moto G 2025 that I'm live streaming on. And I'm going to show you guys how much data I've used. Look at that. Oh, I love the Moto G. It autofocuses fast. The 14 Pro, I don't know. The camera's having issues. But you see this? Look at that. 284.1 gigabytes. And that's on, that's on the website, on the app. Now let me show you on my iPhone settings, that's going to show you exactly how many gigs I have used. Look at this. I'm almost at 400 gigs. Let me move this because it's going to show my Metro number. Look at that. I love this phone. I love the Moto G. See, 300 right here, 393 gigabytes used with Cricket. Come on. Now let's do a speed test. I keep turning off the camera because I gotta, I don't want to expose my phone numbers. So let's go here. Well, mainly my Metro number. After using so much data, 393 gigs. And look at this. And the tower's still down in my area, guys. The tower's definitely still down on my area. And look at that. We're getting 238 over, it's 12 a.m. over 24.8. $254. I might have to turn off the Metro line because Sneed tells me that something with the iPhone, but look at the speeds we're getting. 254 over 22. Let me turn off the Metro line real quick, guys, to see if it improves the speeds. Let me go to settings and turn off my Metro line real quick. Cellular Metro, turn off Metro. There we go. Now that we turned off Metro, I'm gonna turn on the camera again, and we're gonna see if it's gonna make a difference in speed. You see, now it just shows 5G plus. I mean, it's still doing the same thing. I don't know. I think AT&T did something to the Supreme plan, to be honest. Because before, the terms and conditions said speeds that can be slowed down even in times of congestion. I mean, these are great speeds. Don't get it twisted. 200 and something. Almost 300 right there. So we are getting great speeds. 295 over 57, 58. After using all them gigs. I think after all the speed testing, I'm going to be at 400 gigs on the phone itself. On the website, it's probably going to say 300. Somebody told me they used a terabyte with no problem on Cricket in the comment section of yesterday's live stream. So you see, we're getting great speeds. And then we're going to take it to fast.com. So we're definitely getting great speeds on fast.com. Over 200 gigs. $190 is still great. It's freaking awesome. 180. 180 down on fast.com. after using all them gigs with Cricket. This phone is definitely bigger. My hand, I gotta hold it with two hands. There we go, 250. Definitely great speeds, guys. What can't you watch with these type of speeds? 250, 240, 230, 230 down. So like I said, guys, my bad, I muted myself by mistake. Like I said, we're getting amazing speeds on Cricket. So Cricket is definitely a way better option than AT&T prepaid. Okay? Definitely a way better option. And I'm kind of mad. I lost the Roku remote to my TV, so now I got to use the freaking app on my iPhone. Sucks. It really does suck. It really does suck. To be completely honest with you guys. I was thinking about getting the Samsung Galaxy A26 in mint green. To be honest with you guys, I was thinking about buying that phone and putting it on Metro. It does support the Metro bands and the T-Mobile bands. I was gonna see what's up with that. You know what I'm saying? What's up with that? Definitely what's up with that. Definitely great options. Great options and great service. Good Lord, no. I think I would lose my head if it wasn't attached to my body. To be completely honest with you guys, I lose things. I think I might have to order a new Roku remote because mine's is gone, gone. But yeah, guys, like I said, the prepaid segment is stronger than ever and getting better. You know what I'm saying? It's stronger than ever and getting better. So I see a lot of people, just like people are leaving big cable. Some people are gonna leave big postpaid. You know what I'm saying? Definitely going to leave big postpaid. You know? So it's definitely a game. The game has changed a lot. There has been more people switching over to prepaid. Like I said, that lady, you know what I'm saying? And these are people with money. These are people that live in Princeton, New Jersey. A freaking studio in Princeton, New Jersey is $1,800 a month. Some of them are $2,500 a month. And all you're getting is a freaking room with a bathroom and a little kitchen. And you're paying $2,500 a month. So, these are people that have money and they're switching over to Cricket from AT&T. You know what I'm saying? They're making financial decisions based on, does it have the same coverage as my service provider? Is it going to be a great experience? And like I said, the biggest uncarrier move from AT&T is the fact that they're letting you port your number over from AT&T postpaid or prepaid to Cricket and get a discount. You're still considered a new line of service. So it's a way, it's a smart way to keep retention down. Okay? Because when you leave AT&T to go to AT&T, are you really leaving AT&T? Just let that sink in for a second, guys. No, You're not leaving. So it's not considered, the term is not going to go up. So that's why I say that it's smart. It's beneficial for AT&T, and it's smart at the same time because they're keeping you in their brand, in their ecosystem, because you're going from postpaid to prepaid. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to ask questions. How about if I port my number from AT&T postpaid to AT&T prepaid? Am I going to get any type of discounts? And sadly, the answer is no. You're only going to get discounts if you leave from AT&T prepaid or AT&T postpaid to Cricket. You can't leave from AT&T postpaid to AT&T prepaid and expect to get discounts, because let's be honest, AT&T prepaid does not give you the best discounts. Okay? The best discounts come from Cricket. Companies like Cricket, Boost Mobile, Metro, Straight Talk, who else? Total, you know what I'm saying? US Mobile, you know what I'm saying? Whenever they want to be competitive, you know what I'm saying? So it really boils down to, what are you looking for? You know what I'm saying? But we all know you're going to get the best deals on phones from Cricket. So it's amazing. You know, AT&T strategy is really smart because they're retaining customers by letting you port your AT&T postpaid or prepaid line to Cricket, and you get a free phone. You get a free phone. You get the Supreme plan. You get the iPhone 13 for free. You get the, what's that other plan called? I mean, sorry. You get the iPhone SE for $50. You know, if you get the Supreme plan. To be honest, the Supreme plan is the most better plan. You know what I'm saying? You get unlimited high speed internet. So it's unlimited high speed internet. It's not meant to slow down because it's unlimited high speed internet. You get 150 gigs of cloud storage. You get HBO Max with ads. And you get cost to unlimited limited cost to Mexico and Canada, unlimited text messages to 100 plus countries, roaming while being in Canada and Mexico included at no extra charge. So, you know, you get all the bells and whistles with the Supreme plan. So that's why they push you to get the Supreme plan. That's why the more expensive phones, the more sub premium phones, which would be like the 13, the 16E, they're on the Supreme plan because they want you to get the Supreme plan. But it's just crazy. Just think about it. You leave AT&T postpaid or AT&T prepaid and you port your number over to Cricket, you're going to get that discount. Before, it wasn't like that. Remember, last year, postpaid did not let you switch your number over to their prepaid carrier and you get the best discount. No, you couldn't. Even Metro stores to tell you, nah, you can't get this discount. This is only for non AT&T owned brands. Now AT&T is doing a smart thing. They're like, you know what? We're losing a lot of customers on prepaid. We're losing a lot of customers on postpaid. Let's just give them this discount and they can leave to, Cricket, and you'll still honor the full discount of the phone they want, whether it's the 16E or the iPhone, what is it called? The iPhone 16 or the iPhone, what's the name of that iPhone? The iPhone 13 for free. They're going to be able to get it, and even if they port the number over to Cricket. So they're keeping you, and it's not considered, a leave. They're retaining you by you going to their prepaid, because these carriers do count their prepaid as part of all their customers. It's not just their postpaid segment. They the whole thing, the whole structure. So that's where the competition is fierce, guys. The competition is really, really fierce. And like I said, when these companies compete, we win. We're the ultimate winners. We are the customers. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely great that AT&T did such an uncarrier move like this, like, letting leave AT&T and T and go to um and go to Cricket and still get the best discount for Cricket. Still get the best discount for Cricket because you're staying with AT&T basically. So why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? I think it's one of the smartest moves that any prepaid carrier has ever made. Definitely one of the smartest moves, any prepaid carrier has ever made. Because they're giving you a discount even though you're leaving the postpaid segment and you're going to the prepaid segment. So I think it's awesome. To be honest, I think it's, like I said, it's an uncarrier move. And I think that Verizon and T-Mobile should follow through and do the same thing. If the person finds it to be too expensive for Verizon, let them go to Visible, Total, or Straight Talk, or just pick one. You know what I'm saying? Say, well, okay, if you go to Visible, because let's say Visible, man, because Visible, well, I guess Total gives you better deals than Visible, but Visible has, like, the cheaper price and the more perks, to be honest. So I would just say, you go to Visible and we'll give you this discount. You know what I'm saying? You'll still get this feature, or you'll still get this at this price because you decided to stay with us. And T-Mobile, if people leave to Metro, let them, get the full discount on any Metro phone they want, even though they're leaving T-Mobile because they're staying with T-Mobile. T-Mobile owns Metro, you know. But I guess I don't know how that works. You know what I'm saying? I think Sneed would know better how that works. But I'm just saying, to me, they're still retaining the customer. You know what I'm saying? They're still retaining the customer. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, you guys are still staying with the company. So you're still being retained by the company because you're not going to the competitor. You're staying. You know what I'm saying? You are definitely staying. So I think that's really important, you know, as a, service provider. You're retaining the customer because it's still going to your sub prepaid brand, and they're not going to Metro, they're not going to Straight Talk, they're not going to how you call that? They're not going to Visible, so you're still keeping that customer. You're not keeping them as a postpaid customer that you would make more money, but you're at least keeping them as a prepaid customer where you can still make money off that person. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. So, you know, the companies really make, you know, make money. That's all I can say. They make money. They make a lot of money. A lot of money. So it is what it is, guys. Definitely is what it is. Definitely it is what it is. So, you know, I guess we gotta be happy. Certain companies are making certain moves to make the experience better. But definitely the prepaid game is a force to be reckoned with, guys. Definitely freaking having cricket is like having AT&T postpaid, to be honest. Definitely is, especially the Supreme plan. It's definitely in a postpaid level stature plan. And guys, smash that like button. It really helps out the live stream, for real. Really does. So the prepaid game is getting serious. Definitely serious. The prepaid game is definitely serious, guys. It's definitely something that you want to be part of, especially the prepaid game. Definitely something you want to be part of. You know what I'm saying? So that's facts. You know what I'm saying? That is definitely facts. It's always good to learn new things, guys. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like I said, people rather like propaganda and fake AI videos than to like real stuff that they're gonna learn something from. Seriously, it's just wild to me. Really, really wild to me that people sit here and like stuff that doesn't make any type of sense. Guys, I want to say this because it's part of tech. Please learn the difference between AI and reality. Don't be fooled. Okay? There's a lot of YouTube channels that are springing up with fake videos of police officers being racist towards black people, and they're AI generated. They're not a real video. You see a fake, maybe 1 minute to 2 minute clip of AI generation, and then you hear an AI narrator talking about John was breathing really fast when he was pulled over by this racist police officer in Minnesota. And they'll just make up a state, and just go along with the story. And the video will have like freaking 25,000 likes and like 75,000 views. That's what society gives a shit about nowadays. AI generated videos and fake news and Jesus Christ. It's hard not to speak the truth, guys. Seriously. It's hard not to speak the truth. It's actually really sad that people really care about more about fake news than learning something new and learning how to save money on their bill. It's just sad, to be honest. And I'm being brutally honest. It's just sad. And I can't just stand here and sugarcoat it. I just can't. I'm being serious. I can't sit here and say or lay down in my bed like I'm doing and just sugarcoat it and be like, yeah, I applaud that. You guys watching these channels that make these AI videos, and just fall for this stupidity. Fall for this stupidity. And it's just sad that you guys don't know the difference between reality and fiction. It's just even sadder. Even sadder that you don't know the difference between reality and fiction. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad. You know what I'm saying? Sad, sad, sad. If I want to make this clear, just because YouTube made this new YouTube creator, right? Yeah, the app called YouTube Creator that you could use AI to enhance your YouTube channel doesn't mean it gives you the right to create fake narratives. You know what I'm saying? Things are already a shit show right now. For you to make it more of a shit show when your stupid fake videos on YouTube, AI generated, making false claims of multiple racist cops and all this crazy shit that you guys be doing on here. I don't have time for that, you know what I'm saying? I really don't have time for that. It's crazy. People actually want to waste their time on that shit. I'm telling you, that's what sells. I'm telling you guys. It's sad, but that's true. I'm telling you. I already got a couple of videos that I'm gonna post. I know people are not gonna like me, but I don't care. You know? It's crazy. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be a really political live stream. I mean, not political live stream channel of people crashing out. You know what I'm saying? And it's mainly Democrats. I'm gonna be completely honest. Democrats crashing out on Twitter. So since they are Twitter videos, I can take them. I pay for Twitter. I can download them and post them on YouTube. And hey, they're mines. They're not copyrighted. Anything you put on social media, especially Twitter, it's not copyrighted. The only time your videos could be copyrighted is if it's on YouTube or on how you call that? On TikTok, where it has like your, it shows your name of your TikTok at the end, and all that stuff. That's copyrighted. But when it's Twitter, Instagram, it's not really copyrighted content. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it like copyrighted on Instagram and on Facebook for it to be like really copyrighted. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. Especially when it's somebody else recording you crashing out. You know what I'm saying? And acting like a Karen or a Ken. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, that channel, I got the videos. That channel is on the works. You know what I'm saying? It's on the works. It's gonna be called Alex Raw TV. Oh shit! I'm gonna have a field day with that channel. That channel is gonna grow fast, super fast. If I start that channel now, I probably almost can guarantee by this at the end of this year, this channel will be probably like maybe like 8 to 10,000 subs. Because that's what people like to watch, drama, right? That's what people like to watch. At least the videos of me having Democrats crashing out, it's not gonna be fake. It's not gonna be AI generated. It's real videos of people crashing out. Crashing out because of ICE, crashing out because of, I don't know, just different things. Crashing out because Elon Musk owns Twitter. Oh shit, yo. I'll tell you, those videos are hilarious. People crashing out. Crashing out because men that want to say there's transgender, that don't got no operations, disrespectful to the ones that do have the operations, are saying they're misgenderized in different places, and it's just funny as hell. It's funny as hell. He was supposed to call me ma'am, and he called me sir. Just crashing out, yo. It's funny as hell. So, I'm telling you, that channel's gonna be freaking popular. And I'm doing that channel for shits and giggles. And at least it's not gonna be fake like most of these channels that I run into nowadays on here that are AI generated. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be smart, guys. You really gotta be smart. I know that AI can fool you, but by the way it talks, it's AI. Like, watch. I'm gonna let you hear something. I can't let you see it because of copyright reasons, like I said, and this is on YouTube. This is a channel that likes creating false narratives. And I even commented. He's here watching. The person is watching. They're watching this live stream. Live.
Yes, sir. I just got back from deployment.
See, this is AI generated.
In your military? Yes, sir. It's in my pocket.
Okay.
Hands up! Don't reach for anything, officer. You asked for
AI generated.
Dress whites.
See?
Gold buttons. Ribbons across the chest. Gas station parking lot. Saturday morning, May sun beating down.
There you go.
Everything stops.
And now this person is watching my live stream right now, right? He has 7,300 likes, right? This video is 3 weeks old. He has 223,000 views on an AI generated video. And the crazy thing is that he's getting all these views, but the subscriber account doesn't match up. And that's why I told you guys that people like watching propaganda, right? He has only 5,650 subscribers, right? And his last video 13 hours ago, which also AI generated with ICE, has 10,000 views, more subscribers than what he has. And this proves that you guys, not the ones that watch me, but most people on YouTube want to watch drama. You don't care about saving money. You don't care about having a better credit score. You don't care about none of that shit. You care about false lies.
Stop right there.
Look,
Don't move.
AI generated.
This is my house. Who are you?
Immigration and Customs Enforcement. We need you to come with us for questioning.
I'm Congresswoman Elaine Harris. You're in my driveway. Do you have a warrant?
We don't need one. Turn around now. She didn't move. That was 8:45 on a Tuesday morning. By 9:23, everything changed. Not for her.
AI generated. If it was real, right now, ICE is forced to wear body cams. Okay? They're forced to wear body cams. So there would have been body cam footage of this situation. Now they want to say a false narrative that ICE is targeting black people. You see what I'm saying? So when you listen to channels like this, look at this. He got in 2 days, he got 329 views on another one with ICE. 5 days, 313 views on another one with ICE. 3,307 days, another one with it's just all narrative. It's all white people against black people. That's this whole channel is based on that. White people against black people, whether they're ICE agents, whether they're police officers. This channel is just creating a narrative, okay? With nothing but AI videos, and you guys fall for that. I put them on my community tab, but I took them off because why should I give him, clout? Because I would be giving him clout. I have freaking 49. I got 49, 48,000 more subscribers than he does. You know what I'm saying? And he's here watching. I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna give him clout because there's a neat little feature now on YouTube mobile that tells you who's watching your live stream right now. And right now, the owner of this channel that's making this false narrative is watching this live stream. He's number 4 out of you guys. Out of the 8 people, he's the 4th person watching this live stream. So it's funny, bro. I mean, you wanted to find out who the hell Alex Rawtalk is. I understand. But your false narrative, bro, I'm not giving you any clout, bro. Nah. All I'm going to tell you is that's why you're still stuck at 5,000 subscribers. It doesn't matter how many views you get. People are still not subscribing to your channel. I get way less views than you, and I got more subscribers than you. And my channel's still growing. So that shows you that not because you get 350,000, I don't give a shit if his one video would have had millions of views. He's still stuck at 5,000 subscribers. And me, that I get a couple of hundred views here on my shorts, I got like 3,000 views on certain videos and shit like that on this channel. My channel still pops, and I still get more subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell you that when I make that Alex Raw TV channel with Democrats crashing out about different things in life, it's gonna get a lot of views like his. It's definitely gonna get a lot of views. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna name it Democrats crashing out. I'm just gonna put it people, I don't know. I don't know how I would name each video depending on the circumstance. I guess entitled people. Yep. Yep. Another entitled person crashing out. And that's how I'm gonna name it. And watch it generate thousands of views. But like I said, my videos are real from real people on TikTok and on Twitter. So they're not fake. Just like the one that I showed you guys about this one guy, that he's a big YouTuber as well. That the person said, yeah, I'm getting paid to protest. He was like, don't you have a job? She was like, yeah, I get paid to protest. I'm getting paid. So these people are not protesting for free. They're protesting for money. Ah, shit, man. These people are funded by big people. I mean, I want to talk about something serious on this live stream, though. I think news reporters need to stay away from the Weinstein files. And I think YouTubers should too. If the fact of this big NBC, I forgot what channel she works for, news broadcaster that was talking about the Weinstein files, that her mom is disappeared right now, and may God bless her soul. If this ain't a red flag to stop talking about the Weinstein files, yeah, it is. So I don't even care if you're a nobody. If you have a couple of million followers on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, mind your business. Because the biggest regret you can have is you talking about shit that you don't need to talk about, and then your daughter being disappeared, your husband disappearing, your cousin disappearing, your aunt disappearing, your brother disappearing. The Weinstein files has too many big people involved. Way too many people involved that are billionaires. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was mad, and I was saying, why the hell did Democrats care about the Weinstein files? What is it going to do for you? Democratic presidents are there. We got Bill Clinton, we got Hillary Clinton, we got Obama, we got Michelle Obama, we got Donald Trump, we got Kamala Harris in there. Who Jay-Z? The name goes on. Okay? On and on and on and on and on and on. And you guys are digging into shit that big people don't want to come out. So you need to mind your business. Stop worrying about the Weinstein files before you end up disappeared and nobody finds you. See, I'm not going to talk about that. That has nothing to do with me. I always said I was against, the Weinstein files being released, because I know it was going to cause hell on earth. So when you're butting into billionaire status business, you're going to end up missing. Okay? You're going to end up missing. And if you end up in a body bag, blame yourself. So if I was a major news reporter for Fox, for TMZ, I don't give a shit for who, I'm going to mind my business. I'm not reading this prompt. Find somebody else. I don't give a shit if you want to demote me, demote me. I'll be one of the people on the ground interviewing people on the news. Yeah, what you thought about this news storm? Oh, yo, Alex, wasn't you part of the group on? No. I'm good. I wanted to do this instead. So how was the snowstorm in Philly? Reporting live from North Philadelphia, Alexander. Yeah, man. This snow is hell, man. I couldn't get my car out. I'll be doing that shit. There's nothing that says, I don't want to go too deep into Weinstein files because it's a big rabbit hole, and I'm cautious about what I say when it comes to these type of people, because I know the type of people. That's the type of people you don't mess with. So I'm just gonna say there's a lot of people with power, unlimited power, that you can end up be missing, and they can't even find a trace of you ever again. So mind your business when it comes to the Weinstein files. I don't give a shit who you are on YouTube. I don't give a shit who you are on TikTok, who you are on Twitter. Leave that alone. There's a big YouTuber. He's black. I mean, TikToker. He's black, and he agrees with me 100%. He made a video talking about it. Guys, mind your business when it comes to the Weinstein file videos. I mean, to Weinstein files. Look at how that big reporter, famous reporter, her mom's missing. Have they found her? They took her mom from her Arizona home, and she's disappeared. She completely vanished from the face of the earth. Nowhere to be found. They're worried about her. She hasn't drunk her medicine. You guys need to understand, man. You guys be thinking that when I used to say shit, what I'm saying, conspiracy theories. This ain't no mother loving conspiracy theory, man. The devil is real. Devil worship is real. Devil worship churches are real. Sacrifices for Mr. Lucifer are real. The Illuminati is real. Okay? Stop living over under a rock. That is called the real definition of being a woke. A woke doesn't mean accepting homosexuality like the Democrats want you to believe. A woke is of understanding and knowing that Lucifer is around. Okay? A woke is understanding that the Illuminati is real. A woke is understanding that the Illuminati is devil worshippers. Okay? Devil worshippers. That's what you need to understand. You guys sit here and buy freaking shirts with the Illuminati sign, the all seeing eye. Mr. Lucifer, the pyramid with the eye. It's even on the dollar bill. Look at your dollar bill. Look at the back of it. When the dollar says, "In God we trust," it's not talking about Jesus Christ, Jehovah. It's talking about Mr. Lucifer himself. So it even has the Illuminati sign on the dollar bill. What more can't you understand, man? Seriously, what more can't you understand? Why can't you comprehend stuff? Seriously, as humans, you should be able to comprehend stuff. Illuminati, you do not mess with. You not mess with them. You do not mess with them. They're higher than the government. They run the world, basically. The Illuminati runs the world. Okay? And that's what you need to understand. And I'm not going into more details. Seriously. Talking about this shit gives me anxiety. Which I have ultimate faith in God, but doesn't mean it's not going to give me anxiety. You know what I'm saying? So stop talking about the Weinstein files. I mean, I hope that lady's mom is still alive. May God bless her soul. But deep down inside, I think she's gone. They're going to make an example out of people that talk about the Weinstein files. So you Democrats better mind your damn business, because you'll be the next ones missing. And I'm not joking. Them people that are behind this is nobody to play with. Nobody to play with. That's why you guys think I'll be joking when I say money talks, bullshit walks. No. You must be crazy. It's times, times is hard right now. Times is really hard right now. Somebody offers somebody 2 million, a billionaire offers somebody 2 million. Yo, go take this woman's mom. I want to make an example out of this chick. She want to talk about my homies and try to get me involved when I'm part of that shit and I'm in them Weinstein files and they haven't dug up my Weinstein file. Get rid of this person. We're going to make an example. Kind of like the movies, man. The movies dictate real life events. When you see big people in power in these movies saying, we got to get rid of this person. Like the recent one that I was watching about the president of the United States. It was a movie. And I mean, not the vice president. And she was a great president, but the vice president was a guy and he wanted to get rid of her because he didn't want her to be cool with in the movie with I forgot if it was Saudi Arabia or somewhere out there, and he didn't want her to be cool with her, and anybody that got close to finding out the truth, they would kill him. And that's how it is in real life. You don't mess with people in power. You know what I'm saying? People can say, listen, don't fall into that democratic state of mind thinking we got the power, we are the people. That'll be the same person that'll disappear. Where the fudge did John go? He was just here. Man, yeah, I'm here to file a missing report for John. He's nowhere to be found. He disappeared. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like, that's why I tend to mind my business. You get what I'm saying? Mind my business. ICE is not being funded by the federal government. That's what you guys don't understand. ICE is being funded by private donors. Okay? Just like private donors funded the army, while the government was closed on November 13th or 15th, all the way to almost December that they opened up the government again. Who funded the army? Private donors. Who's funding ICE? Private donors. So we're talking about billionaires. That's what you're talking about. Billionaires. So, like I said, money talks, BS walks. And in case you didn't know, just in case you're a Democrat that wants to go crazy, I'm going to let you hear something. Okay? I'm going to let you hear something. So maybe this will scare you straight to mind your business when it comes to ICE. You know what I'm saying? Huh. I'm glad I'm not out there. So anyway, hold on. I got to go on TikTok. Let me go on TikTok because I saved the video on TikTok. Okay. Where's it at? Saved videos on TikTok. Here we go.
If you're single and you live in America,
not that one.
And you need to see this. They're floating.
Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. I don't think I liked the one where he was talking about that new technology. But anyway, let me go into his TikTok channel.
If you're single and you live,
I should be able to hold it up. Let me see.
The whole entire world is being distracted by the P. Diddy case. What's going on with Diddy? The whole soap opera. So I sat back and I asked.
No, hold on, let me see.
This might be the craziest shit you hear in 2026. So a man came to a hospital in France with a World War I artillery bomb stuck in his you-know-what. You ain't hear.
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
You gotta ask yourself, why are Princess Diana foul?
Hold on,
if you're single and you live in America.
I think
Nah, ladies, y'all got some explaining to do.
Damn, I don't know where that video's at. He was talking about how ICE has this new technology on their phones, right? When they record you, your face gets scanned. And it tells them where you live at, shows them your license, and it shows them if you have a criminal record or not. So that's the new technology that ICE has on their phones. That scans you, it lets them know if you have warrants, it lets them know your priors, and lets them know where you live at. It gives them your license.
In America, and you need to see
all this.
They're floating marriage camps for single people. I need you to listen carefully. This is not satire. This is a real.
You know what I'm saying? So they do all this, and they have your information. I had to lower that down because these dummies are dancing to copyrighted music. I'm gonna look for that video because I want you guys to see it.
Where should I go here in LA?
Anywhere that's serving Mexican food, ICE. That is amazing.
I got it. Let's try it and let's rate it 1 through 10. I'm under the impression that you think only Mexicans are being deported. That is how I know that you know little to nothing on this topic of immigration. You only mentioned one of the vast nationalities that are illegally in this country. What about Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Venezuela, Nicaragua, Colombia, Ecuador, Haiti, Cuba, China, Japan, Iran, Afghanistan, Iraq, India, Vietnam, Laos, Nepal, Nigeria, South Korea, Bangladesh, Ethiopia, Ghana. Yeah, because this isn't exclusively to Mexicans. Obviously, with Mexico being our next door neighbor to the south, of course, their amount of illegals that are in this country will exceed those of other countries because they're right next door. But for you to insinuate that they're the only ones being persecuted by ICE is complete fallacy. And what my concern is, as a family of immigrants, that some of them are going to come across your message and actually think and believe because an influencer with millions of followers said it, it must be true. And after trying this, I think I rated a 0 out of 10 on the political knowledge scale. Do you hear what Keith Lee had to say about ICE at the Grammys?
Where should I go here in LA? Anywhere that's serving Mexican food, ICE. That is amazing.
I got it. Let's try it and let's rate it 1 through 10. I'm under the impression that you think only Mexicans are being deported.
And he's Hispanic talking about this. You see what I'm talking about? So that's why it's funny. That's why I say that people should just mind your business. if we are Hispanics, right? He's I think he's Salvadorian or something, right? He doesn't really speak, he doesn't say it, but he speaks Spanish, and I can tell he's Spanish because he said he came from an immigrated family to the United States, but they became US citizens eventually, of course. Like you're supposed to do, okay? If you don't see Hispanics out there protesting, why would you believe that white people would be out there protesting for Hispanics that are immigrants? I would think that is unless they were getting paid, and that is the fact. They are getting paid. So it would be odd. You know what I'm saying? It really would be odd. Seriously, that's like a whole bunch of black people protesting for white people. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that be odd? It would be odd. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of black people that love white people, of course. You know what I'm saying? But then there's the ignorant ones that want to keep living in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like I am so over the past, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna talk about that here. This is for technology only. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna save that for the Alex Rawtalk TV channel. Because that's exactly what it's gonna be called. Alex Rawtalk TV. Where I'm gonna show people crashing out talking about Donald Trump. I'm going to show people crashing out talking about ICE. I'm going to be showing people crashing out talking about police. I'm going to be just people crashing out in general. And it's going to show different people, Hispanics, blacks, whites, just all races crashing out. Seriously. And I'm going to have a shit ton of fun making that channel. You know what I'm saying? It's already up there. The channel already has like let me see, 1,000 and something subs. Because I've been talking about people crashing out in Spanish. So, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to make it a bilingual channel. Right now, it's just an all Spanish channel. I only talk Spanish on there. But I am going to make it a bilingual channel. Let's see. Yep. I got 1,150 subscribers. And I only have 2 videos. And let me count how many shorts I got. I only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29, and 30. 30 videos, well, 32 videos, and I got 1,150 subscribers. Yeah. So, it's pretty successful for being all Spanish, but I do want to make it a bilingual channel. Because, these people crashing out, they're crashing out in English. So I got to make the channel bilingual in order for it to be more successful. Even though it's being successful right now, man. Shit, talking Spanish, I get more views than talking English. I'm that serious. My shorts here have 3,000, 4,000 views. One has 10,000 views, and all I'm doing is talking Spanish. So that's crazy. I get more views talking Spanish than English. But anyway, like I was saying, people really need to mind their business when it comes to the Weinstein files. I want to bring that across. Seriously, because I'm about to end this live stream. Don't do it to yourself. Mind your business when it comes to the Weinstein files. You know, stick to yourself. Don't talk about it. Don't say shit. Nada. Because this is happening because of you dummy immigrants. Democrats is what I meant to say. And I gotta call you dummies. Because if it wasn't for you guys coming and saying, we want to see the Weinstein files. We want to see the Weinstein files. That famous news reporter's mom wouldn't be missing. She would be at her house in Arizona. She would not be missing right now if it wasn't for your fault. So you guys have nobody to blame but yourselves. When you think about, why is this lady's mom, why is this famous news reporter's mom's missing? Oh, yeah, I forgot. It is my fault. I'm one of the people, one of the Democrats that wanted to see and wanted to know something that's not part of my business. What are you getting out of the Weinstein files? You know, is, is it like I don't get it. Like, what'd you get out of it? What you get out of it seeing Donald Trump when he was younger with a couple of women? What are you gonna get out of seeing Bill Clinton with a couple of women? What are you gonna see out of seeing Obama with a couple of women, or Jay-Z, or any one of these big known, whether they were in the government or they're famous artists or whatever public attention they got? What is any of your business? Do you sit here and broadcast your business all over the world? Do you sit here and say, well, I want everybody to know I cheated on my girl? Right before we were about to get married, I did it with her cousin. No, because that's nobody's business. So just like it's nobody's business, your personal business, Obama, Bill Clinton, Hillary, Michelle, uh, Donald Trump, Elania, any one of these people is none of your business, their personal life. Like, this is the main reason why I voted Republican. I was a hardcore Democrat. I was cursing at people online when I went live. I was like, how the fudge did you dirty bastards vote for Donald Trump in 2016? I was going off. I was going off. But then, after realizing how the Democratic Party really runs, oh, hell nah. Hell nah. I got to go with the least of two evils. And that's a fact. The Democratic side is darker, way darker than the Republican side. Way, way darker. Most of the billionaires are Democrats, and that's a known fact. John Bezos, Democrat. The owner of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, Democrat. Jay-Z and Beyonce, Democrats. LeBron James, Democrat. I don't know about Michael Jordan. He doesn't really get into politics. Or Magic Johnson. Who else? Tyler Perry, Democrat, another billionaire. What's this black lady's name? Oprah Winfrey, Democrat. So the people with the most power are Democrats. Okay? And most of the people, you know, most of these people were in the in the Weinstein files. So do you think they want anybody knowing their darkest secrets? The Illuminati is a secret society. And the last person that tried to expose the Illuminati ended up hanging from a bridge in London. And if you don't believe me, look it up. It's on YouTube. They show the guy hanging from the bridge and everything. They blur out his face, but they hung him from a bridge. He was an ex Illuminati member. So you guys need to understand that you guys are messing with stuff that's out of your league. You know, when I say something is above your pay grade. Oh shit. These Weinstein files are definitely above your pay grade. You don't got enough money to call off the dogs. You don't got enough money to say, no, man, I need to protect my family. I'm taking them out of here. You don't got enough money for any of that shit. Most of the Democrats are middle class citizens that are begging to see freaking Weinstein files. You know what I'm saying? You think that Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton are not pissed right now at the White House, the part of Democrats? Yo, what the fudge are you doing, you effing idiots? Why did you expose that? Of course they're gonna be pissed. Like I said, certain things are meant to stay in the closet. Your private business is your private business. However messed up it is your private business. You know what I'm saying? But trust me, after that lady went missing for talking about the Weinstein, or her mom ended up missing for talking about the Weinstein files. A lot of people are going to just stop talking about it. A lot of people. And that's what you need to do. Mind your business. You're messing with people that you don't want to mess with. You feel me? You do not want to mess with. And you guys are just lucky. You know what I'm saying? All you TikTokers and YouTubers talking junk about, the Weinstein. These people got enough power to tell YouTube delete that whole mother loving channel right the fudge now. And YouTube will press that delete button so fast your channel will seem to exist. Your little 3 million subscribers will be gone. You would be even banned from YouTube. You don't know the type of power these people have. And you're over here running your damn mouth. Mind your business. Okay? Mind your business. Because, like I said, when I find that brother's video on here, him talking about the technology that ICE got, that's also going to the Alex, Rawtalk TV channel. It's going to scare a lot of you Democrats straight. Nah, man, hey, I know I'm getting paid for this shit, but no way. He's gonna take a picture of me and it's gonna show my address and my license and my car VIN and all, my license plates and all. No, no, no. Forget that shit. That's some futuristic shit these mother lovers got. That's right, because they're being funded by billionaires. And like I always tell you guys, money talks, bull walks. Okay? You need to understand that. That's exactly why I mind my business. Like I said in plenty of live streams, do I feel bad that these people are being deported? Especially the ones that work hard. Yes, I'm Hispanic. I have a heart. But does that mean that I'm gonna sit there and freak? Look, ICE. I seen ICE today. I was walking to work and they passed right by me. I thought they were gonna stop at me. They were gonna stop me, but then they seen me with my security hat. They seen how I was dressed. He can't. He's not an illegal. Let's keep going. And if they would have stopped me, you think I would have pulled out my camera? Oh, well, look at eyes harassing me. Nope. Yeah. Well, how can I help you, officer? Are you a citizen? Yes, I am. I was born in Puerto Rico. Do you need to see my real ID or my security officer license? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just let us see that. Boom. Here you go. All right, here you go. Well, tell your boss when you get late to work that you were stopped by ICE and asked a couple of general questions. No problem. That's it. I wouldn't even record them. I wouldn't even, when they were leaving, look, guys, and put it on here or put it on the Alex Real Talk TV channel. No, no. I got more common sense. Like I said, the app they got on their phone, if they get a picture of you, you are going to regret it. You are going to regret it. And I can't wait till they do that, man, because a lot of people are going to be shitting bricks and all this shit's going to stop. All this Antifa bullshit, all this shit's going to stop. Antifa's a joke. They're getting paid to do the things they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at the woman that died. She died because she was defending a Somalian sex offender because he was a registered sex offender in the state of Detroit, Michigan, in Michigan. Okay? And he was a sex offender in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You guys like to prejudge, man. You guys need to understand Democrats like to carry a narrative. Like the news report about ICE taking a little kid from school that was like 3 years old. That's a damn lie. They pulled his dad over. He ran out the car, left his son in the car. ICE grabbed his son and took him to his house because they knew where he lived at. He was a known offender. He came into the United States 3 times illegally. And then the news outlets, even the Spanish Democrat outlets, like Univision and Telemundo, they're over here reporting, oh, ICE went and picked up this 3-year-old in preschool. A damn lie. A damn lie. And see, that's why I can't be Democrat, man. I'm telling you, being a woke is not being a Democrat. Being a woke is being a Republican, to be honest. You see all the grimy stuff that Democrats like to do is just is out of this world. The narrative they want to carry is out of this world. It's out of this world. Seriously, it's just crazy how they want to carry and the narrative they want to set with ICE. It's just crazy. Imagine they said the Democrats said that ICE started hiring crazies and racist white people, Nazis, neo-Nazis to work with ICE. Oh god, I don't even argue that, man. When people tell me that crazy shit that was made up, I just start laughing. No, they're not. They're not all border patrol agents that were trained. These are known convict Nazis. They got neo-Nazi tattoos on their neck and da 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 da. Man, every ICE agent that I have seen on videos has never had any kind of swastika on their neck or neo-Nazi tattoo. But yet, that's the narrative that the Democrats want to carry. Like, Jesus Christ, man, this is just crazy. This is crazy, man. Chaos. Chaos. And you guys are going to laugh when you see the Democrats crashing out. I'm leaving the United States. I can't be here no more. I can't wait 4 years for Donald Trump to leave. They need to impeach him. Oh my God. I'm having a panic attack. It's funny as hell. I'm having a panic attack. I can't take this. I'm leaving to another country, but I can't go to another country because I'm going to get deported back to the United States because I don't have citizenship nowhere else. See? So, you're dumb because you're saying that you can't leave the United States, right? And these are white people saying this. Democratic white people, right? You can't leave the United States because you don't have dual citizenship, right? You don't have citizenship anywhere else. But then you want to complain about the people that are here legally. Well, you want to say that they shouldn't be removed when you would be removed if you went to their country. Ain't that ironic, right? People want to go crazy. Democrats want to go crazy talking about that the United States is bad. But you being white or black or Puerto Rican, right? That we're citizens of the United States and everybody else that's a citizen, right? And we go across seas. Let's say if I stay my over welcome in Guatemala, you know what I'm saying? And I'm supposed to be there. I got a 6 months visa, right? It expires. I don't renew it, right? And they tell me, okay, and I lied to them. Like, oh, please let me stay. I know I've been here for a year and I didn't renew my visa. Let me stay. I'll renew it when I get a chance. And they let me slide. Okay, let me slide. And I've been there for almost 2 years, a year and a half. All right. And they catch me again. I'm doing 6 months in prison in Guatemala, right? 6 months, half a year for violating their immigration laws. And I'm going to be banned from going to Guatemala for 4 whole years for staying a whole year and a half without renewing my visa. Okay. But yet we want to act, well, not we, Democrats, because I don't consider myself a Democrat no more. Democrats want to act like it's the end of the world when people are getting deported, when in their own countries, if you was to go there as a white person, you damn jackass, you would be deported so fast after not renewing your visa. And you get, matter of fact, I want you guys to go out there. Go to Guatemala, go to Mexico, go to all these countries you're defending and saying nobody should be deported, because I would love to see one of you guys in prison. Seriously, I would love to see one of you guys in prison in a jail. You don't even know the language. You don't even know how to talk Spanish. You'll be screwed, literally screwed. The CO, the person that runs the prison, they all only speak Spanish. So I think you guys need to start watching Netflix. You know what I'm saying? The show that's called Inside the Prison, where the guy is American and he goes to Guatemala, he goes to Puerto Rico, he goes to Spain. He goes to all these different countries that in South and Central America and see how bad them jails are. You're basically taking a crap in a hole on the floor. They don't even have real toilets. And I would love to see one of you Democrats there crying your eyes out. Oh my god! Oh my god! I can't believe this shit! Oh, you'll really be crashing out. Oh my god! Please, Donald Trump, save me! I should have never came over here. I'm sorry for saying that we have bad immigration laws. Oh my god! I didn't know I was gonna have to do 6 months in this hellhole. And you'll really cry, and I'll be laughing. I swear to you, not. Not gonna swear to God, but I swear on everything I love, I will laugh at you as a Democrat because you're an idiot. You don't know the immigration laws of other countries, but you want to criticize ours. Be happy that not Obama, which deported 8 million immigrants, whether they were Spanish, Chinese, or whatever the country they came from, they were all deported, 8 million of them. And Joe Biden, when he deported 2.4 million in the 4 years he was president. And now Donald Trump is not locking none of these people up. Because in these countries, you would be locked up, like I said, for 6 months and then thrown back to the United States. And you would be kissing the mother loving floor when you got here. So I advise you dummy Democrats that want to sit here and criticize our immigration laws to watch Netflix. You got Netflix. You could afford it. Watch Inside Prison, and you'll see jails in Mexico, Guatemala, and all these Brazil and all these places where the prisons are hellholes. You're sleeping on a gym mat on a freaking floor. The jails are overpopulated. Okay. There was an American, right? Matter of fact, I can't do it for copyrighted reasons because that's a Netflix exclusive show. But if I could, I swear to you not, I will show you the clip of the white guy crying. He said, I got caught over here in was it in Guatemala? Yeah, in Guatemala, doing something that in the United States I stole something, and in the United States I would have only got like a pat in my back and got what is it called? How you call that? Probation. And here in Guatemala I'm doing 4 years. 4 years for something that in the United States I would have got a pat in the back. And I'm doing four. He was crying. And the guy is a documentary. The guy took him, showed him the cell. He showed him where he had to take a crap that is like a fake toilet. You got to flush it with water. You got to get water from the place where you take a shower and come pour it in there. And then they pour soap to kill the smell. I'm telling you, all you Democrats that are out there, if you was to see this mother loving show, you would stop. You would stop. You would just shut the hell up. You know what? I seen the show. I'm minding my damn business. Alex Rawtalk was right. Yeah, I'm minding my damn mother loving business because in other countries is way worse. Way worse. And I think all he did, matter of fact, I think all he did was steal like a pair of glasses. They were either Chanel, something expensive, he was saying on the TV show. And he got 4 years in a prison. 4 years. All right. 4 years. So for all you Democrats that say, "Oh, hate America, this is the worst country in the world," and blah blah blah, you have it easy here. So shut the fuck up. You have it easy here. You go to one of these countries and you steal something. Look at what happened. Matter of fact, look at that basketball player that's Ike transgender. I don't consider him. I think he already got fired because the new law that Obama put, men can't play in women's sports, especially even if they're transgender. It's unfair. So anyway, back to what I was saying. He got released and he was somewhere. I don't know if he was in Korea or I don't know what, Brazil. I know he got locked up for stealing some shit and they were trying to give him like 8 years. In North Korea, for touching one of the Jin Wang Un statue or one of his pictures in one of his museums, that's automatically 6 years in prison. And you're talking about freaking United States has it bad. You're talking about the dictatorship in the United States, but yet in North Korea you get locked up for touching John Williams' own picture. Literally in prison. They don't give a shit if you're tours or whatever. Don't touch that shit. It says do not touch. You touch, you go to prison. But yet you're talking about that United States is the worst country. No, just shut. Trying to keep this live stream as respectful if I can, but you guys, I'm telling you, the people that watch me, please wake up and smell the coffee. Democratic is not the way to go. It's really not the way to go. They're freaking insane. They don't even know we're in the greatest nation in the world. You know what I'm saying? Is it perfect? No. Is any nation perfect? No. Is any human being perfect? No. But in certain countries of South America and other places, for a kilo of coke, that means 1 key, like 1 pound of coke, right? I think it is 1 pound of coke. You'll get 25 years in prison. Okay? So you got to give thanks to God. In other countries, when you kill somebody, they execute you right there. The people. They don't even wait for the cops to come. He killed my dog. Let's tie him up to a tree and shoot him like 100 times. Pedophiles in certain parts of like Pakistan and all them countries, they shoot them to death. I used to have this VHS tape. The old heads, people around my age, 30 something, they're going to know what I'm talking about. VHS tapes. I used to have this VHS tape that was called, well, damn, what was it called? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Countries of Death. Yeah, Countries of Death. This guy that was a known pedo, right? They tied him up to a tree. They cut off, everything, basically. And then while he was bleeding out, screaming, they shot him with an AK-47 and left holes everywhere because he was a pedo. So he didn't have the right to go register as a sex offender or none of that. The people in that neighborhood tied them to a tree, tortured him basically, movie style, gruesome, and it showed everything. Like this VHS tape showed everything. Nothing was blurred. This was something that you would catch PTSD off of, okay? And the guy got shot. And then when they dug a 6-foot hole to bury him in, they kept shooting him. They emptied like 2 more clips. They probably put like maybe like 100 bullets into him. And you guys want to complain about the United States. Just shut up, please. Shut up. You Democrats that are complaining about the United States, go ahead. Go to another country and find out how fast you will be locked up for not being a citizen of that country. And then you'll regret it. You'll stop talking shit about the United States. Because this freaking crazy. Us Hispanics are more appreciative of being U.S. citizens that we're not even from here than you Democrats that were here. You're white. You're here. You're not Polish. You're not Italian. You're not Scottish. You're not German. You are 100% white. You were born here. Your family's from here. Your ancestors are from here. And you're saying, I hate this fucking country. Jesus H. Christ, man. This is crazy. But like I said, I'm not going to go too much into details about this. Like I said, the Alex Raw TV channel will be, up and running. Well, it's up and running, but like I said, these videos and these live streams that I'm going to make are going to be mainly in English. Some of them might be bilingual. Might do one in English and the other one in Spanish. You never know, because the channel is, most of my subscribers are Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? But guys, it's almost been 2 hours. I want to say thank you for the support. I want to say thank you to all the subscribers. And like I always say, man, if I offended anybody, I'm sorry. But you need to understand that I have more respect for this country not even being from this country than people that are from this country, and that's just a damn shame. You know what I'm saying? For a Puerto Rican to be telling you that you don't know what the fudge you're talking about should be a really effing wake up call. I mean, you should be like, you know what? He's right. What the f is wrong with me? I'm saying I hate the United States. I'm saying I want to leave the United States. I'm saying that the United States is the worst country in the world. But people that came here are feel like it's a privilege. Like I'm serious. I'm gratified that United States made Puerto Rico U.S. territory and gave us our citizenship. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing. I'm grateful. I'm super grateful to the United States. So, so do some Puerto Ricans disagree with the whole ICE situation? Yeah, I mean, look at Bad Bunny, what he said in the Grammys. He won 3 Grammys. You know what I'm saying? He won 3 Grammys. He's the first Puerto Rican to ever get a Grammy. The first Latin to get a Grammy. The shit that this dude got, what the fudge is his name? I don't want to shoot him down, but it's true. Uh Jesus Christ, that Mexican and Guatemalan rapper from California. I forget his name. Lefty Gunplay. He only got that damn Grammy because he made that song with Kendrick Lamar, and the song gave the qualification of that song gave Grammys to everybody that was involved. It wasn't like Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny got his Grammys from his own album, which is different. You know what I'm saying? Bad Bunny could bang on his chest and be like, "Yeah, man." And it's definitely a game changer. The first Latin artist in history to get a Grammy. For real. Because Big Punch craps all over Lefty Gunplay. And he never got a Grammy. Fat Joe never got a Grammy. I don't know if Mark Anthony got a Grammy. So it might be. But I'm talking about like when it comes to reggaeton. Because I think Mark Anthony does have Grammys, if I'm not mistaken, and he's Puerto Rican. And also Jennifer Lopez, and she's Puerto Rican. So I guess in the category of reggaeton and trap, trap music, Puerto Rican trap music, I would say he's the first one to actually run a Grammy. Because I don't did Daddy Yankee win the Grammy? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Daddy Yankee did win Grammys too, so I might be mistaken. And it's a big accomplishment for us Puerto Ricans to win Grammys as artists. You know, and I say us because I'm Puerto Rican. Doesn't mean I'm an artist. But Bad Bunny has really changed the game. You know what I'm saying? Changed the game. So he deserves them 3 Grammys. Uh-huh. But he did say, um, he said that Ice needs to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just the news media, man. The media, the Democratic news media has put a negative narrative towards ICE, and switching the narrative and making ICE look like demons. It is what it is. All I know is, look, heed my warnings. Don't worry, mind your business when it comes to the Weinstein files, and don't mess with ICE because you're gonna regret it. That technology that they got on them phones, take your picture. They'll see your license, your real ID, your address, where you live at, where you were born. You're gonna be really scared the next time they run into you. Hey, your name is John Johnson. What? How the hell you know that? And you live in 4243 Winston Avenue. What? How the hell do you know that? Don't worry about it. Oh man, it's that picture he took of me. And that's when you're gonna realize it's too late. Dun dun dun. And another thing for the idiots that are going all over social media saying that people need to shoot ICE and do all this crazy shit. You guys are the ones who got that guy killed. And first of all, he should have never been carrying a gun to a peaceful rally. Like what? Even if you have the right to bear arms, like I do, and all of us do in general, and I have my gun. You think if I was still a Democrat and I was gonna go to these rallies, these Antifa rallies here in New Jersey that they do, you think I'm gonna bring my gun with me? Knowing that people on social media are saying, shoot eyes, beat them, stab them, do what you gotta do, I'm gonna bring a gun, right? Because that's the brightest idea. Oh yeah, I'm still gonna bring. Why the hell did you have a gun anyway? You were a freaking nurse. A nurse! Which doesn't mean you shouldn't you don't have the right to bear arms, but I'm just saying you're a nurse. You have nothing to do with law enforcement. So it's just crazy, guys, man. Listen, I love everybody. I got love for everybody. Please listen to me. Mind your business when it comes to ICE. Don't listen to these idiots. Don't go out there getting yourself caught up in shit that don't got nothing to do with you. Let them do their job. Right now, the Democrats passed a law with the Republicans that ICE is only allowed to look for people that have priors and with a search warrant. So now you guys don't have to rally. You guys don't have to do nothing because they're not going to be stopping people and asking them, yo, you have papers? Because they're going to have a warrant signed by a judge in their pocket. So when they find somebody, it's because that person is a real criminal. Okay? So heed my warning. And if you don't want to heed my warning, then get your ass in trouble. I'm trying to save your ass. Don't come crying back on, oh, Alex is right, man. My cousin, stupid ass, went over there and he did some dumb shit. They took a picture of him and they came to pick him up at my house. They even knew where I lived at. And that's a fact. That's not fairy tales. Like I said, freaking ICE is privately funded. When you say somebody's being privately funded, that means people with billions of dollars are paying for this shit. Just like the people that are funding Antifa, just like the people that funded Black Lives Matter. It's all the same shit. All hoax and lies and all bullshit. Straight bullshit. You know? And the Democrats are the ones talking. That's what I'm telling you. You guys are going to laugh with my channel, with the new channel. Because I'm even put the video where the lady saying, oh, us white people should, what the fudge was this she said that sounded freaking ridiculous to me and absurd. She said something crazy. Something crazy. And then the way that Democrat is it's just a shit show. Seriously, it's a shit show. Because the Democratic black people still believe in slavery. Still believe that white people owe them millions of dollars in restitution, right? And then the Republican black people are like, we're over that. We don't care about slavery. May God bless my ancestors' souls, but I'm pretty sure our ancestors would have never wanted us to still be in this slave mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because I know if I was an ancestor of black people, I would be turning over in my grave. Are these people still, they're not even slaves anymore and they're worried about the N word? What? That's crazy. For real. I don't let the word spick get to me. And spick is just as the same thing as saying the N word. Same shit. And I don't let that shit get to me. And that was created to offend us, Puerto Ricans. We were slaves to the Spaniards. And that's what they called the spicks. Yo, spick, get over here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not letting that shit bother me. Do I feel bad for my ancestors, the Taino Indians? Yeah, of course. I feel bad for my ancestors. But am I gonna sit here and hold a grudge eternally for Spain? I hate Spain people. They owe me like $50 billion in restitutions. Nah. Mm-mm. Maybe if I would have been Democrat, I would have been in that mindset, that ignorant mindset. And that's what called being a woke, man. Being a woke is knowing, and that's the most crazy shit, right? Because the Democrats hate each other. The white side of Democrats do like black people, but then the black people that are Democrat be like these white tea people. They owe us restitution. Oh god, that's fucking funny. How I want to know this for you ignorant black people that are Democrat. How do white people owe you restitution when you got uh what's her name? Jesus, I said her Oprah Winfrey worth $5 billion. You got freaking LeBron James $2 billion. You got Magic Johnson $5 billion. You got Shaquille O'Neal $2 billion. You got Michael Jordan $7 billion. You got Tyler Perry $3 billion. And the last time I checked, everybody that I'm saying is black. So how do you need restitution when you got black? Matter of fact, Jay-Z $1.5 billion. Beyonce $1.5 billion. I guess Jay-Z's white. Or is he black? Am I going crazy? Is Tyler Perry white or black? Is LeBron James white or black? Is Michael Jordan white or black? Is Magic Johnson white or black? I mean, I'm kind of confused right now. No, it's a rhetorical question, so you could sound dumb. Okay, you sound dumb. The restitution is that you're no longer a slave. You're allowed to go wherever the hell you want to go. And in most of the United States, there's no white only places. I mean, there is a racist side of like Mississippi, I heard, where certain uh freaking restaurants still have white only signs. That's crazy. That is crazy. But, you know, fuck them racist people. That's what I gotta say. And you're still good because the rest of the US you can go anywhere, New Jersey, California, most of everybody's everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere else you're Gucci. You're good. So he needs to stop that. That's the difference. So that's what I'm saying. Like you love being a Democrat, but you hate the white people. Like that shit just doesn't make any sense. And then the white people that are Democrat are funny as hell. We owe restitution. We need to pay the restitution. I hate myself for being white. And I hate my ancestors too. Like the crazy shit that people say is I'm telling you, crashing out is funny as hell. Especially when you this is the funniest shit, right? Well, not funny. I'm not gonna say the funniest shit. The craziest shit is that every slave owner from back in the day, and there was black slave owners too. So that's how dumb democratic people that are black are. Because they didn't even know there were black slave owners. Yes, you idiots. There were black slave owners. To the ones that want to keep living in the past, I'm talking to the ones that are smart and over that, you're Gucci. But anyway, right? There was black slave owners and white slave owners, and guess what they were? Democrat. They're not Republican. They were Democrat. Who freed the slaves? Abraham Lincoln. And what was Abraham Lincoln? The first Republican president in history. So the first Republican president in history freed the black people from being slaves to the Democratic white people and the Democratic black people. I mean, Jesus, knowledge is key, man. You guys look real dumb. Why do you think Keenan and Kel, right? Keenan, Keenan and Peele, sorry, Keenan and Peele, the show. Watch it. It's really important for you to watch it, right? They have an episode on there where they're slaves, right? They're slaves. They're making fun of slavery. And there's two white slaves and a black slave trying to buy them, bidding for them. So right there, they show in the show that not only white people were slave owners, there was black people slave owners. But the idiotic brain of people that can't comprehend would sit there and say, well, black people weren't slave owners. Why is this on this skit? Yes, the hell they were. And they were Democrat. It's a damn shame that a Puerto Rican is got to tell you about your own history. Because you're just too dumb. Is the truth. You're too dumb. You're too dumb to know the reality. You're too dumb to wake up and smell the coffee. You're too dumb to understand that nobody owes you restitution when there's black billionaires like LeBron James, like Jay-Z, like Beyonce, like Shaquille O'Neal, like Tyler Perry, like Oprah Winfrey, and like Magic Johnson. So please shut the fuck up about restitution. But that's what Democrats do. They cry about restitution and they cry about shit that happened over, God knows, 100 years ago. The Republican side, they call you guys stupid. And that's when you guys call them coons. You guys call my best friend coons, the Democrats here in New Jersey. They be like, yo, you're a coon. You're Republican, you're a coon. Coon basically is a black person that supposedly loves white people. But he loves everybody. They call my other black friend that's a security officer a coon too. Because he's Republican. So basically anybody that's Republican is a coon. Oh shit. I mean, Puerto Ricans, we got black in us from Africa, so I guess I'm considered a coon too for being, for being Republican. That's crazy. It's just the stupidity, guys. I'm serious. On that channel, I'm gonna have a fucking field day talking about shit like this. But now, I want to say take care, God bless. I am sorry if I offended anyone. My intentions were not to offend you, it's to wake you the hell up and stop drinking that Kool-Aid. That shit is rotting your brain. Stop drinking that Democratic Kool-Aid, because that's the mentality they want to keep you in. We owe you money. You should hate us, but at the same time, vote Democrat. Oh man, yeah. Alex Rawtalk was right. We, all of the slave owners were Democrat. None of them were Republican, but you still have to vote Democrat. Now that's funny. You vote for the same party that enslaved your people. That's the funny part. There's nothing funny about having your ancestors be slaves, but there is something funny about you voting for the same side that had your people as slaves. That is crazy. That's like if the Democratic side of Puerto Rico agreed with the slave trade that was going on with the Spaniards, and there were Puerto Ricans that were slave owners too. And we're in Puerto Rico, we're gonna side with that side. No, in Puerto Rico, it wasn't like that. In Puerto Rico, all the slave owners were freaking Spaniard. There was not even one that was Puerto Rican. So reality hurts. So as a black person and you're a Democrat, please start doing your research. Don't have a Puerto Rican like myself do the research for you. Stop looking stupid. Stop talking stupid. And God bless you and take and be safe. And I hope that one day you guys wake up and smell the coffee and see that the grass is greener on the Republican side, and you decide to make the right choice. And if I offended any of my supporters that are black, I am really sorry. Seriously, I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm just being serious. Like, you really, knowledge is key. It's really important for you to do your research. You know what I'm saying? Because you go based off he said, she said shit. What I have, what I'm pulling receipts. When I'm talking about that there was black slave owners, look it up. Look it up on TikTok, look it up on YouTube. The receipts are there. The people have actual the form from Google, and the form piece of paper that they got from somewhere, where it talks about that all the Democrats, all the slave owners were Democrats, and there was a lot of black slave owners. But those black slave owners were rich. So you got to remember, most of the slaves were poor. You know, so you can't let a word that under the dictionary means ignorant offend you, because nowadays anybody could be called the N word, because the N word means ignorant. That's really what it means in the dictionary.